my final fit, my final belly ache with no alarms and no surprises, no alarms and no surprises, no alarms and no surprises, please. Such a pretty house and such a pretty garden, no surprises, no alarms and no surprises, no alarms and
All right, welcome back to another video. It is a beautiful morning. These are the mornings I prefer over like sunny vibes. Just because moody mornings kind of bring back nostalgic memories as a kid, and I just prefer it. Like I just genuinely prefer moodiness over like sunny vibes. And not to say that like the sun isn't like beautiful or anything. It's just I prefer like mornings like this, fall mornings and winter mornings like blue hour, over just like the sun. But yeah, it was a solid workout. I didn't do too much. I feel like my back is actually like growing pretty good. I'm starting to implement like more lower back stuff. And you'll see in the next video, like in depth what I do for my lower back. Is really just like rack pulls and good mornings. But yeah, overall I think like we're progressing pretty good in the gym. I want to talk about more like where my mindset's at. It's been hard just like trying to find my purpose in life. Like I know like as a Christian, like your purpose is to follow and serve the Lord, but like what that means is what I'm really trying to find. You know, like, is it through fitness influencing? Is it just like my local community? Obviously, like helping out my local community is a pretty good thing to do. You know, you don't have to like find your purpose to know that. But in terms of just like long term, like what am I supposed to be doing? I think is like what I've just been like searching for. And I know like I want to do content creating, but if that's not like in God's hands or God's plan, sorry, then it won't be. But like I think me just like putting my all into content creating and then just trying to find my purpose in life, it's kind of like getting to my head, because it's like, am I putting too much time into this where I can be like doing something else, or just like, I don't know. It's just been all over the place. But other than that, yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well. I'm about to have my second kid in about a couple weeks here, so that's going to be cool and stressful at the same time. I'm a family man. I love kids. I love just being married and coming home to a family of my own. It really is a blessing. But yeah, that's kind of where my mindset's at. Also, I want to talk about like how you guys should be like focusing on your guys' success paths, and that's like, think of success as like you live in a box, right? And in that box are just, let's say like 6 people, right? You're one of those 6 people. And in that box, you guys have these rules that you just universally follow. And you have these like expectations that you guys meet every single day that you have to meet. And you guys universally know what you should be doing and what's odd and what's weird. Now, if one person decides to branch off and decides to do their own thing, and then, you know, become successful in that, obviously you're probably thinking, well, yeah, the 5 people who've been doing the same thing over and over that, you know, meets these expectations of what's right and what's wrong, what's weird, what's not, are going to think that's odd. Now, that's literally like an everyday example. You know, if you work at your 9 to 5 job, most people there just go to work, come home, and then go back to work 5 days a week, you know. But if you want to be successful, you have to think outside the box. You know, you have to put in time when you don't when you have downtime. You know, you can't just like go to work, go home, and then like think about, you know, putting like 10 minutes aside and like doing your craft. Like, sure, that works, but at the same time, it's like you could be doing more. You know, all the time you put into video games, watching TV, you know, just like doing nothing, you could be putting time into your craft. And over time, that builds success. And I'm a victim of this too, because I feel like I work so hard that I deserve a break. And like, that is true. But know that like when you're like taking extensive breaks, there's someone out there that's working twice as much as you. And it's really just you versus you. But like, that's a good way to think about it. And, you know, your life situation isn't going to change by just thinking about it. You know, you can't just do the same thing over every day and think about change and not like take steps towards it and just expect something to happen, you know. And that's like where I've like kind of like changed my mindset to, is just like I can't complain about my life situation if I'm not willing to actually like change. I think being an adult, you know, that could apply to just like your everyday life. Like if you're struggling in life to like have money or, you know, meet ends needs, you know, maybe go get a job that requires like, not requires, but like that maybe gets you more money. And like a lot of people, like especially my age, don't like to work. And I'm not trying to like single anyone out, but like I see, you see it a lot in the younger generation that's like kids like will complain that they don't have money or that they can't do X, Y, and Z, but they won't go get a job when they can literally work. Like, you're a full functioning human that can go get a job and make money, yet you decide to just like do nothing and then complain about your life situation. And that's not how it should be. It should be work a job where maybe you don't like the job, but maybe it pays the bills, right? And then maybe it funds the like 5 to 9 that you're trying to make a 9 to 5. And then in the future, you can just do that for a living when you become successful. But if you're just complaining about your life situation and why you're not successful, then it's kind of on you, because social media has created like an unrealistic expectation of what success is. Like, success isn't like money. It's not defined by how many followers you have. You know, I don't care to be famous. I care to be like comfortable. I care to like do what I love and get paid for it and live comfortably while inspiring other people and ultimately doing God's plan. You know, if I can inspire people and bring people to Christ through fitness, and get paid for it, like that is literally the dream right there. You know, I don't care to be like a multi-millionaire, but like to live comfortably and just do what I love, while getting paid, it would be like awesome. But I don't know, this video is like everywhere. I'm sorry, but I just had to get that off my chest because it's hard to explain to just like some people in person, because either one, they're not in this situation yet, or two, they just don't understand. But I have to like rant to someone about it. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll post more about it if you guys like. I'll post more in this format if you guys like it. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside, hang out with my family, because it is a Saturday morning. Football starts in a couple hours, and then yeah, I'll edit this video and get it out to you as fast as possible. But yeah, love you guys, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace.